Hey folks, on the water today with Joe Underwood, and we're here in Virginia. And what are we gonna get into today, Joe?
We are gonna get into some largemouth, hopefully some bedded largemouth. But the other day I had about a dozen fish, anywhere between 13, 14 up to 17.5 inches, and then a couple days ago I caught a nice 6.5 pounder. So hopefully we can find one of them big ones today.
Now it's still, we started today, we're at 30 degrees, even though it is April 5th. Winter is not leaving us for whatever reason, so.
Better. Not a bad start.
Nice, man. You think it's a spot?
Oh yeah. I'll show you here in a sec.
So you're in a tournament now. Which tournament is it?
It's the Kayak Virginia Kayak Trail, and then there's the April. This one runs all year, and then this one's just for the April.
Yep.
So I get to claim them for both.
Nice.
So I'll put that down.
Get your shot before he flips.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, for some reason, it's pretty calm. Mouth closed. All right. So see the mouth, the jawline. So that is a. What's interesting is they think that they were supposed to be Alabama spot, but the biologist wants to come and do a test sample because he thinks they're Kentucky spot, and they didn't put Kentucky spot in here.
That's funny.
There you go. So this morning I'm throwing that Lucky Craft jerkbait blueback, and it's got a really good rattle. I like a jerkbait with a really good rattle. When I'm throwing it, I like long cast, and then I don't pause as long as most people. Maybe 2 seconds at the most is my pause, and that's it.
That's a good one on a chatterbait.
Right.
Just slow rolling the black chatterbait. And Joe said there's some stumps over there, so I gave it a wing and pulled this sucker out. Nice chatterbait fish. I put a little swim bait on there. I'll go ahead and stick her back in.
What was the color of that chatterbait?
Black and blue. And I just put a little, that's actually a little swim bait that I poured myself. I could do some soft plastic injection, but whatever. It's just a paddle tail on a black. I don't know what they think it is. Is that a bluegill that's still still kind of cold from the just how cold it's been? I don't know. But chatterbaits, look how slow that reel's going. I will sometimes just stop it and say, all right, I'm jig fishing, and then you wake it up and then keep swimming it a little bit more. Ooh. I think I was that stump you pointed out. I just, I love the way the chatterbait feels. To me, it's a lot like a slow rolled spinnerbait with a big, number 4, number 5 Colorado. You feel that vibration, that bop, 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 bop. And as an angler, having that reassurance that it's going on, that it's in open water doing its thing. It just feels good. Chatterbaits feel good.
They do.
Because, when that vibration goes away, it tells you something. It tells you it's in the fish's mouth and you gotta set the hook. Not that time though. Behind me, real nice fish. He already jumped up real big ones. Yes! fish on the chatterbait. Right at the end of that lay down there. Big old fat fish. Damn. Felt it clear the edge of that branch and just loaded up. And that fish didn't know it was hooked until it came up near the surface, and then it just launched. That's a good one on the chatterbait.
That's a great fish.
Sweet. Look at some pictures, man. Beast. Look how fat this fish is. What'd you say our water temp was?
56.
56, and they're thinking about spawning, coming up shallow like that. I know we had 30 degrees to start this morning, but sometimes you gotta slow down and give them a little something just slow enough that they can get on it. So, all right, nice 5 pound 2 ounce largemouth on the black chatterbait with the swim bait tail. We'll go ahead and get her back in the water so she can make some babies.
Last Saturday I was out and throwing a crankbait up against the bank, and pulled it off a little stump and hooked into this fish, and I thought it was going to be the best bass I'd ever caught, and it stopped for a second. It stopped me, and I kept reeling. It got a couple wound with the head, and then once it realized it was hooked, it took off under the boat. And again, I was like pretty excited. Once I got it going and got a hold of him, came up to the top and realized it was a bowfin, and that thing was strong. Kind of reminded you of a redfish, just how bulldogish they were. And it was 24 and a half inches, and doesn't count towards any tournaments, but it was a lot of fun. Hopefully we'll get a couple today. You can see what I mean.
You got one?
Man, that's that Paratine lure is a new mauler. Just wiggles like crazy. Great little color too.
Throwing a crank as far as I can, lots of distance. You know, I have a moderate action rod that loads really well, so I can get a nice long cast. It's a St. Croix SC4. It's actually a Legend tournament. I use Magnum crankers and the deep cranker. They're all moderate action rods that get a nice long cast and keep a treble hooked fish like this buttoned even when he's jumping. I know he jumped twice. It might have been 3 times. I'm throwing the live target crayfish crankbait, and you know, maybe he thought he was eating a craw. Nice chunk though. You ready to go home? Go home? All right, you go home.
Just the way you're doing it.
Do they jump?
No, mine stay down.
It's totally a bowfin. That's my first bowfin ever. Yeah, I'm using the Boca grip on that.
Oh, hold on a second. They have some of the strongest draws.
Really?
That I noticed, yeah. Trying to open that up.
Teeth, man! Holy freaking teeth! Yeah, I knew it was a weird fight. It wasn't, you know, it's all right. Not a huge one, but
Your first bowfin.
that's my first bowfin.
He's what, 18 to 20?
I'm gonna say he's 20.
Yeah.
You wanna find out? 21 and a half.
Nice. Nice.
All right, first bowfin. It's always nice to catch a new species. You ready to go there, Mr. Bowfin? Sorry for the hole I put in your face. Zoom! That didn't take any time at all. Ooh, he shot up there.
Yeah, you came out underneath my boat.
Everywhere.
Cool.
Right on. So everyone knows you need a good sensitive rod for let it sit presentations, because you have to be able to detect the strike and know when to swing. But having good sensitive rods with, you know, cast and retrieve power fishing presentations is also important. The reason for it, in that fish I got this morning is an example. It helps you determine patterns. It helps you make observations about, for instance, the chatterbait came across the branches. I felt that it came into contact with it. It popped across there, and then that's when the fish hit it. I missed one a second ago that was just in open water, and I'm bringing it in, and I could feel that vibration, that bub 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 bub, and there was no contact. There was nothing, you know, that told me, hey, I've hit something. But I could feel that the blade of the chatterbait stopped, and I knew, let me speed up, and that fish was on. Now, I didn't get a good hook set on that fish, unfortunately, so I didn't get them as they jumped right next to the boat. But it does help that you have the sensitivity. The rod I'm using is a St. Croix Legend Extreme 7'1" medium heavy power, extra fast action. I use this rod for a lot of different things. I use it for light tackle jigging for striper out on the bay. I use it for smallmouth fishing up on the river, and obviously here with the chatterbait for reservoir largemouth. But definitely don't scrimp on getting a nice sensitive rod for those, you know, those power fishing presentations. It is important to feel what's going on out there at the end of your line.
Oh yeah. That's a beast.
Let's see it, man. Ooh. Oh wow. How big is this?
21 and a quarter.
You want to get a weight on it?
Yeah.
That's a beast. Nice job, man.
It's a nice way to end the day, huh?
Yeah. Where'd you get them on?
Power Team Lures 6-stick on a Carolina rig.
Nice.
Beautiful. Now it's a good fish for this tournament for sure. Caught this on a this 5-pounder on a Carolina rig 6-stick. Green pumping, great swirl. Off a felt it bounce off a stump and bam, and about 6 foot of water. So one of the things I like about my Hobie PA14 is the Mirage Dive 180, the ability to be able to reach down, pull a lever, get in reverse. Just a few minutes ago I caught a really nice fish. I saw that stump, was coming up on it. I was able to reach down, pull that trigger, back up away from that stump, make a really good cast, and I landed that fish. So, you know, there's a lot of situations, especially bass fishing, where you need maneuverability. You need to be able to have reverse. You need to be able to move quickly, and being able to reach down, slide slide this in, be able to pull that lever. Now I'm in forward, now I'm in reverse. Love the new reverse on the 180.
Got another nice one on the live target crayfish crankbait there. Again, on the wood, bumping those stumps, coming right over. There's a little bit of a drop off, and there's a few more stumps in there. Let's go get some more. Contact with wood.